Good morning. Today, okay, we are on 37. Let me write down the number. 37. We are on day 37 for our Beginners Zentangle Learn With Me series. Now, gosh, I'm telling you, it's hard for me to figure out which one I want to do each day because I am learning so many new ones. I'm just having so much fun searching um, searching the internet, searching my books. There is so much on there. My whole brain is like filled up with good stuff. What we're going to do today is the Alien Alcatraz. And I learned this one from, or I am learning this one from Draw Tangles with Dawn. Now, Dawn got this tangle from the Ultimate Pattern Collection. And like I say, as you know, like Dawn added some of her own stuff to it after she saw it on the Ultimate Pattern Collection. She added some of her stuff to it, but they do look like little aliens. But since we have been doing like little, almost like flowers coming out of a flower garden, I thought it'll be fun to do something new that we can add to our flower garden when we're doing a collage of Zentangles. And so I have been getting more and more interested in, as I'm learning, as more interested in adding tangles together. And I've been on, oh gosh, I was going to write her little name down and I didn't. Um, 333. Oh gosh, no, I didn't write it. I got to write that down. I have such a bad memory. Um, but I've been watching, let me see, I'm going to use these. This is one that I did the other day. Then I did one this morning. This one I did this morning. Lordy, lordy, lordy. What is her name? Oh gosh, I don't remember her name now. But and one day I'm going to actually attempt one of these with you all. But I have to, so far right now, I have to watch so close as she's describing each one that it would be hard for me to actually teach, or I'm not really a teacher, but it'd just be hard. So, but we're going to get into them. But the more we learn of the simpler Zentangles, then the more we will be able to add to our collection and start really coming up with our own images, our own collections, our own compositions, our own, I can't think of the word, but we're going to be able to really learn how to create our own collage of Zentangles. And so, like this one being, it's like almost the Alien Alcatraz is almost, again, something growing out of the ground. And we did, I think it was called Zinger the other day. And they were like little flowers growing out of the ground. And so, and then we did the poke leaf, the poke leaf. That was almost like something that growing out of the ground. So you can start you know, if we had a whole ground built, then we can add so many fun things. But this one that we're going to do now is called the Alien Alcatraz. And so I'm just going to again make my ground line at the bottom. And so by having the ground line, I can make like my little alien, well, my little aliens will be coming out of the ground. Okay, so here's how we're going to start this. You make like a rounded V, like a rounded V. See, like this is a rounded V. And then go over the top of that rounded V, like this here. And then go ahead and go around and to the ground, around and to the ground. And then in here, you will have just a little circle. Almost looks like a little duck. Looks like I need to put some eyes right up there. And so then you can go with another one. And put them at different levels. Start with your rounded V there. Put the little circle in there now if you want to. Put his little cap on. And then go around and to the ground. Around and to the ground. And then get us another one. Let's see, I'm going to put him kind of close. So I'll get that rounded V. Put his little nose in there. His little alien nose. Put his little cap on. And then see, this one here now is going to kind of, this one, the second one is kind of close. So we'll just make him go around like this way. And then maybe, well, let's see. Let me put another one. Let's make a little short guy here. And then I want to put that rounded V, his little nose. I'm calling it a nose. I don't know if it's actually his nose. And then I'm going to go around. He's behind this guy. So it looks like his stand is almost right behind that one too. So that one's kind of goofy. I'm going to go up here, see what happens. And we'll make one up here. There's a little round nose in there. And then get him a nice little cap. And then I'm going to go down here. And see, he's kind of behind there. So we kind of hide his stuff. And so see there, I've got like, they almost look like a little family of ducks. Little family of ducks. See, I'm gonna go real close here with my V to that guy right there. And then I'm gonna put his hat. So there, see, he's kind of really behind. He's really behind. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. A little family of ducks. That's just a little family of ducks. Well, they're not ducks. They're aliens. Those are alien. This is the Alien Alcatraz. I think there should be one here too. Yeah, I think there should be one here too. Make it a larger family. And there you go. That's basically it right there. Then from there on, then you can start adding, like the way that Dawn did it. She added some flux down below. The flux is this leaf. It's just like a leaf with a line, dot, dot. And then we can make another leaf. with a line, dot, dot. And then let's make one up this way, line, dot, dot. And we can go here. Now that leaf is going to be behind, line, dot, dot. So by putting things behind like that, that really gives it a lot more dimension. And then and this is called flux when we do these little leaves. I'm trying to make myself remember what each little thing is. And we'll let's get a leaf up here. That one got a little goofy. And for me, making the fluxes, like if we're going up, let's see, I'm just going to make a little bit of line up here like this. And I'm just going to make my flux go up this way. Well, my line is kind of close to the edge. But see, then every place where there's a little V right here, you can come up with another leaf in your flux. And so we can have some of those little leaves going all the way up. And I'll put one more in here. And so that's kind of pretty too, having that little extra bit of leaves in there in our garden. And so those leaves aren't actually part of the Alien Alcatraz, but it is part of just adding a little bit to it. Now it's for shading. Now I have learned now that I really like color, and so I'm going to shade with a little bit of color. And so, first I want his nose, well, whatever, to be black. I need these glasses. Just a minute here, let me see. There we go. Boy, that clears things up. And so I'm going to color in his little circle there, but leave just a little sparkle. Just leave a little sparkle in the middle. If you leave a little white spot right in the middle or off to the edge, somewhere in it. It doesn't have to be right in the middle. In fact, I think having it on the edge a little bit makes it even better. Like when anybody draws an apple, they always leave a little shiny spot. And so that's what I'm doing with these aliens' noses. So if you ever look out in your yard and these kind of things are growing out there, you'll know they're aliens. And so there we go. I like that. Now I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to, what color do I want? What color do I want? Okay, what color is this? I wonder if that's too dark. Let me check. I'm going to, maybe I want them all different colors. I don't know. Maybe I do. I'm going to do just a little bit of color in the shady areas where I would consider we should have some shade. And since I'm just learning this stuff, I really don't know where the shade should go. And so I'm just kind of doing it wherever I want to. So there, I'm gonna do them in different colors. I'm using Prismacolor pencils here. This is just what I like. I like my Prismacolors. I find that they blend really nicely. Let's see. We're going to do this one in a little bit of a red. Just they blend very, very nicely. I already said that. Okay. So, okay, what I'm going to do here, those almost look the same, don't they? What I'm going to do too is now I want to blend that a little bit more. So I'm going to take a white. Oh, this is gray. I'm going to take a white. Well, I don't know where my white is. Oh, here it is. That's a Crayola. I don't want that one. It's in the wrong bucket. Okay, I'm going to take, maybe it's in one of these. No, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to use my gray. And I'm going to use my gray pencil. And now I'm going to go over and I'm sort of blending using the gray. Nope, the gray isn't good enough. Nope, the gray is not making me happy. I'm going to go more with this very light pink. And I'm going to use that very light pink. You know what I should have done? What I should have done here, see, we're learning together, see? So don't think of me as teaching because we're learning together. I should have did the light color first. I should have did the light color first. See, that's where I messed up. But I'm not giving up. Okay, so now I'm going to go here and I'm going to color in with the light color first. Okay, I'm going to use this light pink and I'm going to color it in. And we're coloring that whole thing in. Now I'm going to do it the right way. Now I'll do it the right way. Now you take the darker. And now with the darker piece, the darker color, you will go and now do the shadowing and the shading where you think it should be. Now there's some forms of art where they'll say, like, the sun is right here. Like they'll put something here. Here's the sun. And so then they say, okay, there's the sun. So the sun is shining this way. So the shade should always be over here. And so you can do it that way too. And that gives you like a little idea of what you can do. Put the shade all over here on this side, sort of, kind of, like that. But then I'm going to take that. Then I'm going to, do I got a real light pink? Oh, this one. Oh, this is real light pink. Okay, this is a really light pink. So I'm going to go with this really light pink then. And I'm going to use that as a blender. That will blend. They have blender pencils. I have a blender pencil too, but I like to use, as a blender, I like to use the very lightest of the color that I am using. So in the red family or the pink family here, this is the lightest one that I have, this pink. Now maybe I want these other ones to be blue. So I'm going to take out this blue, and this one's a little bit lighter blue, and this one's like a real much lighter blue. Okay, so I'm going to use that medium blue, and I'm going to color in. I'm going to make that my light color, and really putting in light. I'm not pressing hard with the pencil. I'm pressing very lightly. And I'm just making them all this real light blue. And circular motion is how I go with my pencil. Very circular motion. Okay, so maybe those three. Now I've got 3 pink ones, 3 blue ones, but I'm going to take this darker blue and I'm going to put in my little shadows here. my little shading. Now I am actually trying to do the sunshine over there and shading away from the sun. Now my coloring leaves a lot to be desired, so you're on your own on that one. And so I love to watch this lady that that showed that I'm learning the real 333. Gosh, I can't think of what her name is. And but she is a certified Zentangle teacher, and she is amazing. She goes around teaching in a lot of places, and I love how she talks about the color of how, because she colors everything, but she really walks you right through every bit of color. And do you see me go over there with that blue right over that pink? I'm one goofball, I'm telling you. Okay, so then I did those blues, and see, I used that lightest blue to try to blend them together with that lightest blue, and I think that looks okay. I'm not perfect. I don't expect anybody to be perfect, and I sure am not perfect myself. And so what should I do with this one? I think the other ones, I can't believe I don't have very much in the line of purple pencils. This one's kind of in the purple family. Purple being my most favorite color. Oh, here, this one. That's purple. And do I have 3? Actually, I think I only have those 2. What is this one? This one's called something Argyle Rose or something. Clay Rose. Why does it have 2 different names? Okay. So that's kind of a purpley too. So I'm going to use that one. But I'm going to use this one here, the middle one. And actually, with these Prismacolor pencils anyway, you can actually use one color if it's got a lot of, now this is a very light color, so it doesn't have a lot of pigment in it. And so, but you can actually go over it once, very lightly, and then go a little heavier for the shading, a little bit heavier here, and you can get the shading by only going a little bit of a heavier touch on your pencil. And so I really like these pencils. I've had these Prismas for, oh my gosh, 5 years at least. When my daughter first bought them for me, I still have. I mean, I've got one here bucket of I guess these are my favorites because they're the shortest ones. So I got them in there, and then I got another one just like that with taller ones. So they're not my favorite. I guess they're not my favorite because I don't use them as much. But then see, I'm just taking that darker, and I'm just outlining here on the dark with using the darker, just barely outlining that. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one that I think that's the one I used here. I'm going to blend. I'm going to go with that same first color, but I'm just giving it a little bit more. Okay. And that's blending it some. But I could go over with the white as well. This is a gray, but it's close enough. With the lighter color and blend. Okay, so as you can see, it really is pretty. It really is pretty. I can't say that it's not pretty. And because I think everything is pretty. So I'm going to go in with these greens now because I want to color my leaves since I'm into coloring right today. Today I'm really into coloring, just so you know. Okay, I'm just going to go in with them greens and is that same? Decisions, decisions, decisions. I'm telling you what's the truth. You know what? I could probably on my, oh, this is, oh, that's almost this. That's almost, oh, that's a rose art. I don't want that. Get back into your own bucket. Okay, this is good enough. I'll move my son out of the way. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to basically color each one of the leaves in the flux. And I'm giving them just this light green. But then I'm going to take the darker green and I'm going to go at the base of the leaf and just put a little bit of that darker green only in the base of the leaf. Not at the top, just at the base. So that the pointy part of that leaf, just give that a little bit of a darker green. Or if you're making purple leaves, a little darker. So that's what we're doing. We're just giving it a little bit of a darker at the base of the leaf. So, and I'm using these Prismas because it's what I have, but its Prismas are kind of expensive. And so if you even use the Rose Art, the Crayolas, they've all got pigments in them. They will all work basically the same way. This is just a very soft lead in the Prismacolors, which actually if you they're very delicate as well. So you got to be so careful as not to drop them because the lead inside will break. And then you go to sharpen your pencil and doggone it, the lead is broken. So, you know, inside. And so you have that little problem. Okay, now I'm going to take that light again now because I went across and did the bases. And so I'm just going to use that light again just to kind of blend the two greens together. So it doesn't look like one ends abruptly, so the dark doesn't abruptly end before you get to the light. And that really gives it a really pretty, and like I say, I'm a beginner, very beginner I mean, I've done a lot of coloring, but actually to learn how to use my colored pencils, definitely a beginner. And so, can you see how that looks? So pretty. And then you can start, then we can go with, maybe we'll do you can, now with your ground line, maybe I'm going to aura this line. See, you can keep going. We've learned enough now that we know we can just keep going until actually our entire tile is filled with tangles and doodles. And I'm not getting these real even, but it's not going to be on the test. And so I'm just kind of filling in the ground here. And let's see, a little bit right here. And so there you go. And see, the ground actually went behind the leaves. And so then maybe I'll just take a little bit of, maybe I'm just going to get a little bit of, I mean, I could go here and make that a checkerboard or something, but I think what I want to do is I want to just give it like a little bit of a brown in the color. And so I'm going to get a very light, let's see, like a tan as I dig through my pencils. And I don't know, maybe I need more white. This one's, maybe this is good, but this one needs a little bit of a sharpened end. So, I get my Dollar Tree pencil sharpener here. When you're sharpening, especially Prismacolors, you hold the pencil, and really any kind of a pencil sharpener, you should always hold the pencil and turn the sharpener. Because turning the pencil, you have more of a chance of breaking the lead. So I've got that sharpened. I'm I'm saving my shavings right here. I got a little pile of them right there because I'm going to glue them onto an ATC card. Okay, that part I throw away. Okay, now, so now I'm going to use this and just very lightly. And I'm going to color in, and I'm going to with a very light touch, I'm just going to color in what I'm calling the ground. I want to tell you all, I talked to my daughter, who is a nurse here in Florida, and I want to remind you all, especially if you're in Florida, that you need to wear your masks. Wear your masks. I know there's a lot of people that just feel like they don't have to wear their mask, and they don't. The hospital my daughter works in is filling with COVID patients. And the hospital she works in is a part of a chain of hospitals, a group of hospitals. All the hospitals in that group are filling to the brim with COVID patients here in Florida. And the largest part of them in their hospitals anyway are young, like ages 20 to 40. They're young. So, and healthy. They're young and healthy. And still, I mean, with no underlying problems. And so for me, because I have already COPD, so I've got breathing issues already, I am staying in my home. I'm staying home. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, which I'm going to have to go to that, but as I need to. But I'm basically staying home. And there are a lot of people now that are thinking, that are in the mindset that it's maybe not real, or I'm not going to get it or whatever. But it's, even my daughter being a nurse, she wasn't concerned at first a whole lot when the first phase of it went through. Now it's the second, and it is building. It's building up. It's horrible. And so, yes, wear your mask, even if it's I mean, when you're out, of course you don't have to wear it at home, but only go out if you have to. And when you have to go out, you have to go to the store, wear your mask. Here in Florida, there's a lot of places that require a mask. You cannot enter without a mask, but that's not everywhere. Some of the counties, it's like your choice. And so, but I just want to say, let it be your choice to keep yourself as protected as you can. Some say that the mask isn't going to do nothing, but you know, it's better than nothing. So I just want to put in my 2 cents this morning, and my 2 cents worth, and just ask you to please, please wear your mask. And I mean, you're protecting yourself, you're protecting others, and keep up that hand washing. If you're going out, carry your uh, hand sanitizer. Make sure you have one in your vehicle. Use that. The hand sanitizer and washing your hands is better even than wearing gloves, because the gloves, you wear your gloves, you feel like you're safe, and you just keep wearing them. You keep wearing them, keep wearing them, and you're just transferring germs from one place to another. So keep washing your hands, or using the hand sanitizer, that kind of thing. And so that's just my soapbox speech for this morning. I just want to, I'm doing as much as I can. My part, I can't do a lot to help or whatever. I'm here at home, but I'm doing what I can, and I'm just doing what I can. So that's it for this morning. This is my tangle for this morning. And what did we call that? We called that the we called it the Alien Alcatraz. And I learned it from Draw Tangles with Dawn. She learned it from the Ultimate Pattern Collection. So either, I mean, if you go to Draw Tangles with Dawn online, or if you go to the Pattern Collection, I think you just put in patterncollection.com and you can get to it. But it's the Ultimate Pattern Collection. Many patterns on that one. You can do it all in black and white, or you can do it in color. And just for right now, I kind of like the color, and so I did the color, and I think that they're adorable. I think they're so cute. I just feel like they kind of look like ducks, little aliens growing out of the ground. And so then let's see what we can find to read this morning. Let's see if I can find my little book. Where'd I put my little book? Well, how can I lose things? I am the losingest person. I'm telling you what. Geez, McCree's Elizabeth Marie, where'd you put your book? I need to really. Oh, there it is. Gosh. I'm going to read from You Are Stronger Than You Know this morning. My poor book, look at it. It got all wet, but it dried up good. It's okay now. Oh, here we go. Let's just do your best. Just do your best. Some of you might find that I'm repeating some of these, but some of these we need to hear more than once. Okay, just do your best. It is not always easy to know which path to follow, which decision to make, or what to do. Life is a series of new horizons, new hopes, new days, and changes that come to you. And we all need some help with these things from time to time. Be positive, for your attitude will affect the outcome of many things. Ask for help when you need it. Seek the wisdom the world holds and hold on to it. Make some progress every single day. Begin, believe, and become. Give yourself all the credit you're due. Don't shortchange your qualities, your abilities, or any of the things that are so unique about you. Remember how precious life can be. Imagine. Invest the time it takes to reach out for your dreams. It will bring you happiness that no money on earth can buy. Don't be afraid to go through life at your own pace. What's the best thing to do? That's simple. Do your best, and everything else will fall into place. And that was written by Colin McCarty. And those are some very good words to live by, is to just do your best. And that is very good. I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. And I will see you, your smiling faces, on the next video. Stay safe and God bless.